Oh. We're doing the Hulda Clark liver cleanse diet today. You start with 2 pink grapefruit, followed with virgin olive oil and Epsom salts. Now get yourself a jug, and in that we're going to put 4 tablespoons of Epsom salts, which is exceptionally yummy. So here we go. Oh, okay, I have 1. Oh dear. 4. Now get 3 cups of water. And stir the hell out of it. Okay, this is the time I've been dreading. This is the first of a total of 4 drinks of the Epsom salts, and I need 3/4 of a cup. Oh, by the way, I have to mention, because you may notice the clock up behind me there, the recipe that I'll include goes by a specific time. However, if you screwed up like I did, just make sure that you have 2-hour separation between steps. And know from experience this is not going to taste nice, but it's not too bad, so I'm just going to scull it down and put it in this jar. And as they say, around the stomach, around the gums, look out guts, here it comes. God help me. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. And kind of tastes pretty yuck, but passable. I'll think about what it tastes like before I speak to you again. See it. And this is live, it's not a mock-up, that is really Epsom salt solution.
2 hours later.
Well, it's that time again. 2 hours later, and I'm going to try and not spill it over myself. I forgot to put it in the fridge. The recipe, which I will include in the description because it's fairly lengthy, does say use a straw to make it more palatable. I always just guzzle things down and get it over with. So let's go. Every bit as tasty as the first time. Not. Okay, I'll see you in 2 hours when I have the grapefruit and olive oil.
2 hours later.
Get your grapefruit. Oh, this is a little trick I learned a while back. This helps the juice come out. Cut the grapefruit. Oh, they're definitely pink grapefruit. Look at that, nice. Juice the grapefruit. Now I'll try this little thing that I do with lemons. I used to juice lemons with a little squeezer and helps get the last bits out. See how much extra that gets out. Not good when you've had a hand operation. I'm probably not going to like grapefruit juice for a while after this. Anyway, this is a spectacular recipe for doing it overnight. Very, very thorough liver cleanse. Haven't done it for years, but it certainly works. Let's see all the pink mist there. Okay, the final stage. Get the olive oil. I'm going to pour half a cup, which is an awful lot. That's half a cup. I think it's got to pour anyway. Oh dear. Not looking forward to this part at all. Get this thing off the bottom. And what you want to do is immediately lie down after this. Damn, that's a lot. And you at least try and go to the toilet just before you take this. Yep, just before you take it. Okay. Oh dear. And pour it in there. Oops, I better spill it. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Then you add the grapefruit from earlier. I'm going to get all these pips in there. This might be one way to stop the pips. Yeah, well, didn't stop all the pips. Stop some. Time is of the essence for this, by the way. So don't dilly-dally. Close the jar, shake very hard until watery. Okay. Do my best. I'm not dropping it. Doesn't look that watery. Oh, there you go. And then immediately take that, lay down and hope that you can sleep. The ornithine, from what I've read, it's not that easy to get, as I found today. I assumed I could go to a health food shop and get it, but wasn't able to. So a lot of people have said they don't need it. Basically it's meant to help you sleep, but not everyone takes it. So I would simply suggest, if you do have something that you have taken for sleeping problems, just take that. I mean, the ornithine supposedly also assists the liver, but if you don't have it, use what you've got if you've got anything. Valium or sleeping, whatever. Okay, see ya. Good night. Well, I had one when I woke up, and this is the last one, 2 hours later. I think that was the hardest one to get down. Okay. Well, it's now 2 hours since my very final dose of Epsom salts, thank God. And just squeezed myself some fresh orange juice, which basically will be the first food I've had in 24 hours. Very much better than Epsom salts. The grapefruit and olive oil last night was actually quite palatable. Look, the whole thing is, in the grand scheme of things, even the Epsom salts isn't all that bad. My advice is don't sip it through a straw, just do what I did, get it down the hatch, over and done with, and you can move forward. If you're squeamish, look away in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You didn't really think I was going to show you my poo, did you? Sorry that about any grossness in the video. I wasn't going to include any shots of things like that, but I guess from a medical and scientific point it does demonstrate. Basically what you've done is get rid of gallstones without operation and without any pain whatsoever. This is now the second time I've done it in my life. It was a good 15 years since the first time. I did photograph that, wouldn't have a clue where the photos are now, but there were dozens and dozens of green floating gallstones, I guess, and cholesterol mix, whatever they are. So look, feel free to try it. As I said, I'll put the basic recipe in the description area below. It's far too big to put on screen here, and I'll also try and make it a little bit more condensed for you, my tips at the end, because the whole reason I was a bit late in the sequence of events is that I did actually video mixing everything up. I mixed up the grapefruit juice, then I added Epsom salts, only then I reread the recipe, and of course no, you don't mix the two together. So then I had to run down, buy some more fresh grapefruit, and yep, I was delayed. So what I did wasn't perfectly to plan. What I should have done is stick to the times that you'll find in the recipe. However, it still did work. There's quite a few dozen stones came out, and yeah, it's a lot better out than in. I'm actually feeling quite well ever since the first movement this morning. Didn't have any discomfort. I slept soundly for 4 hours once I went to sleep. As you saw, I laid down and that was that. And I woke up, I was up for a couple of hours. I think that's mainly though because I've had a couple of professional issues on my mind that's been really playing on my mind. But anyway, I slept for another 3 hours after I went back to bed without problem. So it doesn't wake you up, and you're not going to make a mess of the sheets or anything. So yep, and in closing, as I said, ideally stick to exactly the recipe. I think why I didn't get as many stones this time, although I did get many dozens if you count the small floating weird things, is because I did vary a bit from the strict recipe of it, and especially because I didn't read it thoroughly, obviously, and I went about the whole thing having coffee, which of course has dairy in it, being milk. I guess it'd be okay if you didn't have milk. The idea is to keep away from all fats once you start. So it still does work. Like I said, if you are going to try the ornithine tablets, source them before you start, and ideally, as recommended, do the kidney detox for a week before that. I didn't do it this time, however I did use the zapper, which if you don't know what that's about, either research it or I will probably make a short video about that later. So I'm going to finish my juice, which is, like I said, 2 hours after the last Epsom salts, and half an hour later you can have some fruit, and an hour after that you can go back to eating normal foods, but start with something light. So I'm going to down this, and I think I might make another visit to the toilet. I hope this has been informative. It really does work. I don't make anything about anything that doesn't work, and I don't know for myself for a fact that it works. So cheers, and see you around. It's nice. See ya. It's just the next morning. I thought I'd add a very quick footnote. just to make sure, because if you don't know, you don't know. When you do this detox or cleanse, you are actually passing from the bowels, the gallstones, not peeing it out or anything. So they might sound a bit odd, but some people don't know, and if you don't know, you don't ask and you don't know, sort of thing. Wanted to add a note also that if you research Dr. Hulda Clark, you will find these days a lot of sites. However, just be wary, because a lot of times, and Hulda Clark wrote this and everything else in her books decades ago. I'm not sure the actual year, but 20, 30 years ago easy. So she's passed on since, but I do know for a fact that a lot of times when there's sites supposedly from her, they either do get shut down, and I strongly suspect by the pharmaceutical companies, because they really don't want you to be able to, you know, fix problems yourself without taking medications. That's just the way of life. Almost anyone that knows genuine things about, call it what you will, health, does know that this works. And again, this is why I'm making this video, just to say it does work. You don't have to do it, it's better out than in. But definitely try and do either the tinctures, which are in the recipe, I think black walnut husks, they're just drops, tinctures, that's all they are, and or zapping with something like this. You can make your own. I'll do a separate video on it, but it's quite a well-known thing, and believe it or not, it does cure a lot of things and address a lot of things by killing off bacteria, etc. That's a very quick summary of it.